Hey guys, it's Nell. Welcome to my channel. I just wanted to come pop in today and talk to you guys about a few things. This video actually was going to be a get ready with me makeup video. And it's funny because for those of you who are subscribed to my channel, you know that I have never done a makeup video or anything like that, but I read every single comment that you guys leave, and I appreciate them so much. You guys show me so much love, and it's just really, it feels good to get that back because there's a lot that goes into creating these videos and whatnot. And one of the comments that I get a lot is, oh my goodness, your makeup is so nice, you're so pretty, I love your hair, blah blah. And my best friend watches my channel, and she was like, you should do a get ready with me. So I think that might be something that I start doing within the astrology and the tarot and stuff that I do, but let me know if that's something you guys want to see. Anyhow, so as you know, I've been gone for quite a minute. These eclipses that have been happening in Leo and Aquarius, the full moon, new moon, full moon, that whole trilogy of like fireworks, all of my fixed signs, my Scorpios, Taurus, especially Leos and Aquarius, have probably felt that undercurrent. As well as everything going on with all these planets being in retrograde. Like, it's just been a very tumultuous time for me. But it's funny because a lot of headway has been made, and I actually reached 1,000 subscribers within that time. So whoop, give it up to you guys, because y'all are the ones who made that possible. But a lot has happened, and I've spent a lot of time just trying to recalibrate and get on my find my own center. So I have been gone, but I'm back, and I thought today we could do something really fun where now that some of the smoke has cleared, Mercury has gone direct, and like I said, that those eclipses are over, and we're kind of veering away from that energy. So now I kind of just want to take a look at the sky, and I'm actually on astro.com looking up a chart for right now. I'm going to adjust the time so that we have the most accurate time. I wanted to make this a live video too so I could talk to you guys, but I guess I went on to go activate my account, and they said that it takes 24 hours to activate it. So whatever, we'll record it. This is my first time recording on YouTube, so hopefully this video doesn't get lost in the sauce. If you see me, that means it worked. What is going on here? Why is my computer, is Mercury direct or what? Because it seems like, and I'll just say this, I don't have Mercury retrograde in my natal chart. And this may be a very unpopular opinion, but when Mercury is retrograde, things go easier for me. I don't know what that is. I remember a time when, it used to scare me like it scares everybody else. Because, I mean, it should be happening or whatever, but maybe I'm just the type of person that I have Mercury in my 12th house. So I'm kind of always troubleshooting, always trying to figure things out in my internal world, excuse me. So when Mercury is retrograde, I just have more time to figure out what the fuck is going on. I just feel like it inspires me to take things slower, to double back, to not be so in a rush for everything. I like for things to be prepared and ready in my little incubator, and then I show it to everybody. So maybe it's just something that has to do with the correlation between those two things. I feel more comfortable when Mercury is retrograde, and now that it's direct, it's like, why can't anything work? I can't go live. I can't look up my chart. Okay, so right now it is, and I'm doing this chart from where I am, so I don't know if it'll be any different, like much different. The houses might change and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna read from where I am in Michigan, if it ever loads up. So tell me, guys, how have you guys been since all these eclipses, since all this stuff? I especially, like I said, want to hear from my fixed signs how you guys have been taking these eclipses, because I wish I could have done like a turn-by-turn video series on everything. But when I tell you my life, it was like I needed literally every single hand on deck, because you guys know I do music, I make jewelry and stuff like that, which I'll do a video showcasing that whole thing. I started another business with that. I have a daughter, you know what I'm saying? I have a real life, a real job, and things like that. So it just felt like I needed to put my head down and work until I made it through to the other side. So I'm sorry if I've neglected you all. I know I missed like 3 months of tarot guidance videos, but I've been communicating with you guys. You guys have definitely kept me in your good graces, because like I said, I've gotten so many comments and emails and people just telling me, keep going, keep your head up, and how much they appreciate the work I have done. So now I feel like All right, let me get back to you guys and give y'all some good loving. So, okay, I'm just gonna read for the planets. So right now we've got, the first thing that my eye is drawn to is this, right, y'all, bear with me. Okay, here we go. The first thing my eye is drawn to is there's this Libra, or Venus in Libra, which I have a moon in Venus. I have a moon in Libra. Let me slow down. And I understand exactly like the sweetness that this placement can bring. Venus is all about just the things that we appreciate in life. It's about art and beauty and refining things so that they are not only aesthetically pleasing and beautiful, but also in harmony. It's about a harmonious sort of sense of being, sense of appreciation. People are going to be paying a lot more attention to how things are put together with this placement being here. Being cordial, being very congenial with people will get you very far when it comes to business partnerships and creating bonds, like one-on-one bonds between you and your employer, you and a mentor, you and a romantic partner, friendships, anything where there's a one-on-one relationship between people. I feel like the more you focus on the preparation, the presentation, things will be smoother for you. You can work out better deals that way. And it is a lot about, like I said, about the aesthetic and just how things are presented. That's going to get you halfway through the door. The moon is at the very last degree of Leo, 29 degrees Leo, which for some reason I know this random fact that Donald Trump's ascendant is at 29 degrees Leo. So I wonder how he's doing today. But, so Leo season's almost over. So basically I feel like that whenever something is at 29 degrees, it's sort of like the culmination of that energy. So right now, maybe that's why I'm making this video, because it's like, okay, who are you? Who do you say you are? How are you presenting yourself to people? On what stage are you living your life? How are you relating to the masses? How are you able to give back in a more charitable way to people? But also while being your, you know, beautiful, the lioness. You know how lions are. They like to, I don't know, I guess the stereotype or the archetype of the lion is that they're loud, they're boisterous, they're the king of the jungle, they're the boss. They get up on that thing like Mufasa was on that cliff or whatever in The Lion King, and he's just like, listen here, all other animals, like, let me just tell you motherfuckers how I'm getting ready to help y'all out as the king by doing this, this, and that. This is why y'all motherfuckers gonna love me, and this is how I'm gonna show you guys that I love you guys back. It's that type of energy, which is very exciting. But beware, because we're all going to be moving into this Virgoan energy in a minute. And so going from Leo, where it's like, all right, I feel like I'm the shit, Virgo is the one that's going to take you there and be like, okay, but in reality, here's where you could use some improvement. I love the fact that you have all this confidence. I love the fact that, you know, you understand your true value and your true worth. But Leo is sort of like, I believe it's the sixth sign in the zodiac, if I'm not mistaken. Either Leo or Virgo is the sixth one. They're right at that middle point. And so we go from sort of the childish view of things, you know, from Aries all the way up to Leo. Is kind of like, okay, it's just about you. Once you move into Virgo, it becomes about other people's view of you, or how you interact with other people, or how other people see you, how relationships can help you evolve, how that relationship to the other person, the duality in that, can help catapult you into even further heights. So where Leo thinks I'm on top of the world, Virgo's like, okay, it's cool that you have that self-esteem about yourself. That's where you have to start, but let me help you sort of mold that vision of yourself into something that maybe you couldn't even have perceived for yourself. It's sort of like that ultimate partner who's there to, you know, they say iron sharpens iron. Virgo is that. Some people get real annoyed with Virgo energy because it is sort of nitpicky and meticulous, and it pays attention to all the details. Every single Virgo sun, moon, or rising that I know in my life, and I have a lot of those. And my father is a Virgo sun. One of my best friends growing up was a full-on ass Virgo moon, and I didn't find that out until years and years later. But once I figured that out and I read her chart, I was like, this is why. This explains so much about your personality. And then Virgo risings are very attracted to me, and I have to say, if I had to choose a placement to get along with me myself, I have a Libra sun, excuse me, that's a lie. I have an Aquarius sun, a Libra moon, and a Gemini rising. But I grew up, like I said, my dad has a really strong Virgo sun, so I'm accustomed to that energy. I understand it irks me, don't get me wrong, but I like Virgo suns and I like Virgo ascendants. Those two can get annoying because, like I said, they're always so concerned with what you could be doing better. Don't get it twisted. They also look at themselves. They're not going to let you know that they look at themselves that way. They're not going to openly critique themselves. And even sometimes I don't think that they understand that they're openly critiquing others when they do that. Because it's more so like if you come to a Virgo sun or rising's house for dinner and they serve you, no, they come to your house. The Virgo sun, Virgo rising is coming to your house for dinner and you serve some chicken, right? And they think your chicken is a little underdone. They gonna say something. How long did you cook this chicken for? On what temperature did you cook this chicken? It looks a little pink. Is this how it normally looks every time you cook chicken? When you cook chicken? Is this how you wanted your chicken to look when you got done with it? They're gonna let you know. And they don't even understand that it could be wearing on another person's self-esteem, or I don't know. You know what I mean, what I'm trying to say. They have questions that need answers, okay? And they want to know the answer to all of these questions. And if you take heed to it, it can help you develop. It makes you think twice. Like the next time they come over your house, you be like, damn, I'm gonna cook this chicken for 10 minutes longer because I don't have time for them talking about my chicken pink, okay? I don't got time. But on the other hand, the Virgo moon will never even probably come to your house, and they won't invite you to their house because they'll be damned if they get put in that position where you get to critique them. That's the difference between, that's why the Virgo moon is like, I can take you or leave. If I have any Virgo moons out there, just know I love y'all, but I won't be inviting you guys to my house. And I know that I'll never get that invite back because they just do not like the critiques, but are so ready to throw them out. So I say all that to say, tangent, you know, Nell always going off on her tangents. I say all that to say that with this season coming up, just be wary because everybody's going to be feeling that Virgo sun. It doesn't just affect people with Virgo placements. Now, it does affect you more if you have a Virgo placement or if you have any sort of aspects being made to that Virgo placement. But we're all going to be a little bit more on edge during this time. We're all going to be looking at ourselves and saying, okay, how can I critique my situation? How can I shape up my situation so that it's more efficient, it's more refined, it's moving into that Libra thing where I talked about presentation. So this is the before you go back out into the world and start trying to relate to those people who you feel like are going to be major players. Leo is you understanding you're the one. You see your gifts, your talents, your strengths, how you could be of service to others and how you could be a better leader. Virgo is taking that information and saying, okay, but if I want to step into bigger shoes, if it's not just going to be about me for real, and I'm going to come into partnership with another major player or another business or some sort of major partnership, a marriage, like I said, a business, a marriage, a friendship, a partnership, a mentorship, a place of employment where I'm going to be elevating my game. I'm going to need to make this thing not just about the frivolous aspects of things. It has to actually have a system. There actually has to be order to this whole thing because Libra also represents justice. So Virgo is sort of that, the due processes that need to happen before justice can actually be served. It's not just how you think about a situation. You can't just go up to a judge's stand and be like, well, I think I should be let off the hook because I'm an amazing person. I give to charity. I give all my extra change to the Red Cross. They're going to be like, okay, but what the hell? You might be making all this other money on the side and you're not giving any of that. Or they're just going to ask you all the necessary questions to get you to the justice. You can't just come up in there on your Leo shit thinking that's going to be enough. And so Virgo energy can be a little bit muddy. It can make you have to look at things that you would rather not look at. But also getting into those processes will do nothing but help serve wherever you're going or whatever it is that you're trying to do. I'm totally rambling right now, but this is pertinent information. Let's see what else is going on in the sky right now. We've got that moon is still in Capricorn and I'm feeling it because I woke up yesterday morning too. The moon usually stays in a sign for about 2.5 days or so. So today and yesterday I woke up like, what do I need to do? Like a fucking zombie. I just got out of the bed like, all right, to-do list for today. Let me look at everything I've done for the past few weeks and see where I need to tighten up my ship, because Capricorn is absolutely about how you take care of your business, how you structure yourself. It's another earth sign, so it's much like Virgo in that it is preoccupied and concerned with due processes, with I associate Capricorn with like paperwork, anything that has to do with establishing and stabilizing a business endeavor, or anything having to do with your finances, with your job, with your employment, with your your housing situation, even, Capricorn, because it's about barriers, where your limits are. I know a lot of people who have Capricorn placements who absolutely cannot live with other people. Like marriages where people are very much in love, but they stay in different houses, different sorry, I need some water. Different bedrooms, even. One Capricorn person that I really have been off into lately, and I look up to her in a weird way, is Kristen Cavallari, like from The Hills. Do y'all remember her? Kristen is my girl. She has such a badass personality, and I've always thought that they tried to make her out to be the villain on that show. And even before I knew she was a Capricorn, I'm like, that's a boss ass bitch. Something about her is just so stoic and just rigid in a badass type of way. And I was watching her new show, Very Cavallari, with her and her husband, Jay Cutler, and they are so cute. But one of the things that stood out to me in the very first episode, she's like, you know, her husband plays some sort of major sport, child, basketball, football, one of them, baseball, one of them. And, you know, when you date an athlete, that comes with the territory of being away from them a lot of the time. When you have a home in one place and then those people get drafted or scouted or whatever, recruited or whatever, and they have to go wherever the money is, right? So if you have kids in a home, sometimes it's not worth it to pick up and go with that person. You just hold down the fort until the season's over. They come home, all the bills is paid, y'all can relax for a few months and go back at it. And they have been together for years, so she's used to this lifestyle. And so she's doing her press run and stuff like that, and interviewers are asking her, how do you feel about Jay finally being home? She's like, I wish he would go back out. Like, this my shit.